This week's episode is something super important when you travel, bags. And my fellow listeners, I cannot stress enough, this can really make or break your trip. So we've divided this episode into 3 parts, and we're going to cover all these 3 parts in under 5 minutes. The first part is about picking the right suitcase, and suitcases can be hard-sided or soft-sided. Now, hard-sided suitcases offer some extra protection, and they have this hard exterior and have an interior compression sleeve to ensure that your belongings inside the bag are safe and don't break if there's anything delicate. On the other hand, a soft-sided bag offers less protection, but if you're someone who really likes to overpack their bag, then a soft-sided bag really helps with better organization. Between picking a hard-sided and soft-sided bag, my personal preference is often to go for a hard-sided bag if you're going to check in a bag, because your bag is going to be tossed around by airport handlers all across the world, and you don't want your bag losing its form or shape. So I often go for hard-sided bags. But when you're selecting a bag, I will also like to stress one thing. Please get a bag which has retractable handles and wheels. You often see people at airports trying to pick up their bags and move around, and come on, airports are just growing in size every day, and it has become super important that your bag has wheels, because you can just wheel your way around airports around the world and it's going to be easy, and this is what a smart traveler is all about. Next, let's come to safety. And when we think about safety and bags, we think about locks. So when you're picking up a suitcase, make sure you pick up a suitcase that has a TSA approved zipper lock. Now, if you already have a suitcase, then make sure you get a lock which is TSA approved. So what is a TSA approved lock? A TSA approved luggage lock refers to one that meets the requirements of the Transportation Safety Administration. A TSA approved lock can basically be opened by authorized agents at airports, ports, railway stations across the world whenever a need to check your bag arises. Now, this can be done through a universal key that these TSA agents have. Now, if your bag doesn't have a TSA approved lock and the agent feels like the bag needs to be opened and you are not there, they reserve the right to just cut open your bag, and this means that your bag is not going to be reusable. So make sure that you have a TSA approved lock, as more and more airports around the world are going for the TSA approved locks, and they keep stressing that make sure you have these locks. Finally, let's come to the third part, which is the difference between check-in luggage and carry-on luggage. Now, the check-in luggage, as we all know, goes into the luggage section of an airplane, and the carry-on luggage is what you take with you on board a flight. My personal preference often is that check-in luggage, like I said, is hardcover because it is safe with being tossed around everywhere. But when it comes to carry-on luggage, I'm going to be carrying it along with me on the airplane, around the airport, so I prefer it being soft cover. I also often go for bags that are good with their ergonomic design, which helps me or which assists you with it being easier on your back, because when you're traveling, you're walking around a lot. And as a result, I think it's important that you get a soft cover bag, which you can easily slide in the seat in front of you. So we discussed check-in and carry-on luggages, we discussed locks, and we discussed hard-sided versus soft-sided. But trust me guys, picking the right bag can make or break your trip. And please get a suitcase with wheels, because it's going to really help you. If it is convenient for you, it's going to ensure that you turn into a smart traveler. Of course, sometimes you need a quality rolling suitcase for that big trip away, or a stylish, practical duffel for weekends. But most of all, you need a bag that adapts to as many situations as possible. Functional design, quality materials, and efficient, customizable packing space are super important to a successful travel experience, no matter how big or small. So, it is super important to keep your personal preferences in mind, style in mind when choosing the right luggage. But I would really like to say, pick smart luggage, because that is the way forward. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.